Okay, my beautiful friends, here we are, you and me, together again at last on this Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. Before you even get started, again, I want to say thank you, a heartfelt thank you to those of you who choose to support my work. I really appreciate all of you. You are my base. And whether you choose to support my work or not, I got your back. But a special thank you to those of you who do choose to support my work. All right, people, with that said, let's move forward here. We just got, and this is a terrible thing, we just got first-time unemployment claims for last week, and this number came in at another 222,000. Think about what I just said. Last week, another 222,000 people applied for first-time unemployment benefits. And the prior week, as usual, these numbers got revised higher. They are doing everything they can to keep you not understanding what's going on. And that is, number one, we're in an economic free fall. And we are net losing jobs every single month. The labor force participation rate, people, consider what I'm going to tell you. I said this the other day. Today, the labor force participation rate is the same as it was during the 1975 recession. But we're booming. Everything is great. You know that. How do you know that? Well, that's what the mainstream is telling you. That's what our politicians are telling you. So it must be true. And the Federal Reserve, oh yeah, them too. They're telling you that everything is just going well. Well, to them it is. They're buying it all. And they're not going to stop. You know that. As a matter of fact, we heard from the Fed this morning. The freaking creature, the creature feature herself from the Federal Reserve, Loretta Mester, she's like the demon of the Fed. I don't know what she is. She's some kind of freak. She's explaining here. I had to write this stuff down. The Fed, are you ready? Sit down and laugh, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. The Loretta Mester, Fed wants to unwind asset purchases. This is such a lie. This is such a freaking piece of fake propaganda. I don't know what to tell you here. The Fed wants to continue buying assets. The Fed wants to continue to inflate. I know you get it. And they float out these Fed creature things, these subhuman, inhuman things, to try to convince people. I don't know what they're trying to do, okay? But it doesn't matter for you and me because we can see clearly what is going on here. It's out of control. It's so sick, people. I have to tell you. It really is. Anyway, so, I want to cover this too real quick before I move on to the markets. I have a lot of stuff here I want to talk about. So there's a lot of talk, and I see people chatting here and there. Insiders are selling their stocks. Insiders are selling stocks. That means we must sell too. Duh. Really? Is that what it means? Is that what you think it means? How about no? It does not mean that. Look, they post this stuff out here on the mainstream news outlets. So-and-so is dumping stock and so-and-so is dumping their stock too. So people who don't understand the market say, well, if an insider is selling their stock, that means the market's going to crash. How about it means the polar opposite, okay? I've been telling you for years, people, what you should be doing with regard to this market, and I haven't missed a single beat, not one. And I'm telling you here, I don't care what you may think. Your mind is being twisted if you're paying attention to the mainstream media in any capacity, okay? Well, you're being misled on an epic scale. And I'm telling you that if you believe that insiders selling stock right now means that this market's going to crash anytime soon, you are completely mistaken. I'm telling you here, yet again, people, to buy the dips here. As a matter of fact, I don't want to give a shout out here to any Wall Street institution, but I am a little bit here. JP Morgan is saying buy the dips right now. I mean, come on. Anybody with a functioning brain is going to realize what's happening here, people. The economy is collapsing. We are net losing jobs every month. Manufacturing falling off of a cliff here. Everything you can think about that could possibly go against an economy is happening now. But, oh yeah, turn on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business. They're going to parade out people that they find on the street. Okay? They dress these people up in a suit and they tell them to read a script. Okay, my message to you is this economy is doing fantastic. Oh, yes it is. Duh. How about no? It's not. And the fact of the matter is, it's all engineered. And moving forward here, what does it all mean? Why, if you're paying attention to risk in this market, you're looking at the MMRI, link in the description of this video. Okay, why is it that the MMRI has been falling precipitously lately? Well, that means risk is dropping in this market because the Fed is not done. I've been telling you this since time immemorial. You think they're going to stop? Really? Do you really believe that the Fed is going to taper in any meaningful way? Do you really believe that the Fed is going to stop buying assets? This is their goal. Since the inception of central banking, I'm going to say it again, people, the end game of central banks is to, well, at one point in the future, we're here now, to become the ruling body of the world, a one world government. They control the financial system. That means they control the freaking world. They have politicians in their pockets. They have politicians going out of their way to protect the financial system, like Elizabeth Warren and others who are saying, oh, we got to defend our financial system. The Federal Reserve System, you can't be. We don't want you in a cryptocurrency or even holding gold or silver. No. You must be in a Federal Reserve issued note. You gotta be kidding me, people. You're buying this crap? You really think? And let me tell you this too, like I've told you. Look, with regard to surging inflation, I want to cover that in a second. Do you think that the Fed wants to stop inflating? Really? Have you been convinced of this? Loretta Mester this morning, the freak of the Fed, telling us, oh yeah, the Fed wants to cut back on asset purchases. How about they want to do the polar opposite? They will make sure that this economy stays in its free fall state for as far as the eyeballs can see. If that means they're going to introduce variant dog shit and variant cat shit and variant bird shit, that's what they're going to do to keep people fearful, to keep control, to keep people, locked down. Whatever they got to do, this is what they're going to do to fulfill their end game, to be the lenders and buyers of last resort. They got the world by the throat, and you all know that. Talking about inflation, so I went shopping last night, like most of you probably do. And so when I get up there to, pay the bill here, my eyeballs almost exploded, and everything is shrinking. It's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. They're charging more for a product that is, I don't know, half the size or less than it used to be. Are you kidding me? This is how they're trying to hide it. But this is what they're doing, people. It's so freaking twisted. I want to address a few other things before we go to the market here real quick. Are you watching the yield curve? The entire yield curve continues to flatten out. What does this tell us? What is the big sign, of a flattening yield curve? We've seen this throughout history. When the yield curve flattens out, it's pointing towards economic trouble. It's not pointing towards a booming economy like you're being lied to and fed propaganda about. No, clear sign. The yield curve flattening out is a signal that the economy is, not doing too well. A steepening yield curve is a sign the economy is doing better. But you all know this already, and that's the situation that we are in. And the flattening yield curve tells me that the Fed is going to continue to buy it all. The Fed is going to continue to, keep rates suppressed from here until kingdom come, whenever that may be. Anyway, people, that's pretty much it. Let's go back to the market. So right now, stock futures are higher. Gold and silver about flat. Cryptocurrencies under a little pressure. Crude oil about flat, slightly lower. But like I said, look, get long COVID, people. Buy these dips. Don't if you don't want to listen to Greg Mannarino, listen to J.P. Morgan. They're saying the same thing. Um, anyway, I think you understand what's going on. It's so sick that we can't get the truth out of anything anymore, and this is all some kind of a mind screw of the highest possible order, and you all know that. Anyway, real quick before I let you go, starting next Monday, this is going to be something I think at least you're going to appreciate. Starting next Monday, for those of you who subscribe to my free newsletter, link in description of this video, I am going to be sending out stock picks to all of you who, again, subscribe to my free newsletter. Now, you know I got in trouble for this by the SEC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post positions or recommendations where you should be getting long. And you could capitalize on this several ways. You could buy the stock, buy and hold. You can set up credit spreads or sell puts. I will not, and I will stress this, not be suggesting buying calls. You want to play that game in this environment? Good for you. Good for you. Okay, and I wish you a lot of luck. I'm trying to set you all up so you can win without massive fluctuations in your bankroll, in your portfolio, whatever. So again, this is going to start next Monday. So if you have not yet subscribed to my free newsletter, here's another reason for you to do it. Okay, one last time, people, thank you again for supporting my work. On the first of every month, I ask you to do it. And, some of you did. I must admit, this was kind of a disappointing month, but I get it. A lot of people are probably hurting now, and that's fine. And you know what? You know how else you can support Greg Mannarino's work? I'm going to tell you right now. Do something nice for someone. It doesn't even have to involve money. It doesn't have to be even for me. Pay it forward, okay? That's what we got to do, people. We got to embrace this kind of mentality. I don't know. Find a reason to be nice to somebody. How about this? You're walking down the street, instead of looking down at the ground or up at the sky or straight ahead, when you see somebody walk past you, how about saying hello to that person? Even something as small and maybe as what seems insignificant may make a difference in someone's lives. You don't know what's going on in that person's lives. Maybe they're lonely. Maybe they need a friend or something like that. So what's wrong with just saying hello to people? How you doing today? One of your neighbors or something like that. Smile at somebody. That's how you do it, man. That's how you make a difference. It starts off with the most smallest things. Anyway, I hope all of you are understanding what I'm really trying to do here, and that is make a difference in the world. Yeah, yes, absolutely. I sit here and I try to put the financial markets into perspective for all of you so we can win. But we can win in so many other ways by just being human, by caring about each other. Anyway, I really hope you're getting it, people. I really do. All right, I'm out of here. Love all of you. I will see you at the end of the day.